All right, let's get this first sequence started. This is a thoracic opener, and as I mentioned in the intro welcome video, thoracic region of your spine is this kind of midsection. It's not your neck, it's not your lumbar spine, it's this big section here, and this is primarily responsible for mobility. And as I briefly mentioned, mobility in this joint will help make stability better in these joints, stability better in your lumbar spine. Okay, so we want to make sure we have good mobility, but we get stuck. We get stuck in this position at work, on the phone, watching TV. We just get stuck hunching, driving. Okay, we want to start to create a little extension here, okay, and open that up, but we also want to start creating some rotation through this upper back and thoracic region of your spine. So without further ado, let's jump in. This first one we're going to do is we're going to start a side lying, okay? On your side, this bottom arm can be in front. Knees are hip height, so we're up, hips at 90. And what I want to do is take this bottom hand and just grab onto my knees and hold. Basically, I'm going to be locking down my knees. I don't want my knees to be shifting as I go through this. I don't want my knees to be opening up. I want to use my hands to lock these legs down. I'm going to take my other hand, just kind of reach underneath a little bit, grab as if you're grabbing like a rack of ribs. And then from here, you can relax. You could even put like a pillow or something underneath your head to rest it. But from here, we're just going to open up. And these movements, we're going to breathe through. Just open up. And again, like I mentioned, the welcome video, 2 to 5 second holds and pauses. We're going to move slowly, but we're going to flow through these things. Just dropping that shoulder open, holding those legs down and blocking it. Find some good breaths in there and close it back up. Next, we're going to go into an open book 1. Okay, 3 reps through each of these, 2 to 5 second pauses, not long stretches and holds with good breaths in between. If we are relaxed in our breathing, that activates the parasympathetic nervous system, and that's going to help us relax and our body relax, and everything will be good and groovy. Okay, number 3. All right, the next one is going to be an open book 2. Okay, we'll still lock this down. We're just going to extend this arm out now. Open this arm up. Big breath. Let everything relax. Just sink into these little pauses and stretches. Close it up. Still locking these legs in. Open it up. Good. How about one more here? Awesome, awesome. Next one, we're going to do a rainbow sweep. So this hand is going to come in front, and this will be, the range of motion you have for this will be dependent on you. We're just going to drag our fingers on the ground and sweep them as far as you can go without this hand lifting off the ground. So if my mobility only allowed me to go to here before my arm lifted, that's fine. We're stopping there, we're coming back. Okay, short range of motion, but you'll realize, take note of that, and you'll realize as you go through these more frequently and more consistently, you'll get more of that range of motion. And you can imagine what happens when we get good quality range of motion. Okay, there's 3. This next one is a Bretzel 1. I'm going to take my bottom leg, drop it down, drop my top knee to the ground, and bring this arm back to the top. So taking my top arm, grabbing that bottom foot that I just dropped back and extended the hip out. You can grab this top knee if you feel like this knee is opening up and hold it down. But from here, I'm just going to open the chest and the shoulder up, take a nice deep breath, and kind of pull that back foot into a gentle stretch. It shouldn't be the main focus, but just a gentle stretch back there in that quad and that hip. And open it up again. Nice, good breathing. Breathing is super important. Open it up one more time. Awesome, awesome. Good work. And let's go into a Bretzel 2. Okay, here we're going to switch legs.
For that mobility, my left extend my right hip, and I'm going to turn and face the ground.
Okay, next we're going to go into a bretzel 2. We're going to switch these legs. Okay, bring this bottom knee up now. The top leg is back. Now I'm going to press up, and I'm going to turn and face the ground. I want to try and square my shoulders up to the ground. This other leg is underneath you. And from here, I'm going to come through and take the opposite of the down hip. So my left hip is down, my right arm is up. I'm going to take that right arm and start to thread through. And as I do that, I'm going to lower my shoulders down towards the ground. Trying to reach this free shoulder towards the ground. And again, nice good breaths. Come up, then we're going to rotate to the ceiling. And let's come back down and through. And let's open it up. Good. Let's come down and through. Okay. From there, plant that hand back in the ground. We're going to come and sweep both legs back and lay down prone on your belly. Excuse me. And from here, we're going to go into a prone press up. Now, we've often done cobra push-ups. This is not going to be a cobra push-up where we try and push all the way up. I just want you to focus on just that chest leaving the ground. You can put your hands out a little further and just opening up and extending that chest and opening up that mid-back, that thoracic region of your spine. Okay, so not a full cobra push-up, just a chest thoracic opener. And this is going to be the last one. Okay, now you noticed we only did one side, so let's jump onto the other side. We'll cruise through that and even things out. Okay, starting with those knees up high. We've switched sides. We're laying on the other side, bringing those knees up to hip height, and bottom arm locking those legs down as our top arm grabs a rack of ribs. I almost got ahead of myself. Grabbing a rack of ribs. I sometimes grab my shirt as it's kind of locked in as I'm laying on it. And, oh, that feels good. Yeah, let's open it up again. Nice, good breaths. Let's get one more here. Open those shoulders up. Now let's open up to open book 1. Hand gently behind the head. And still locking those knees down, not letting those hips shift. Get a good little pause in between. You can take your time. As you get to know these a little better, you can take your time, spend a little more time, do a few extra reps on each of these. Make sure you get a big full 5-second hold if you want to get a good little longer pause in there. I can't talk and count. I think that was number 3. Let's go to open book 2. Palm out in front, or arm out in front. We're going to open that arm up. Now we're opening the book up, reaching all the way open. Nice big breaths. Let's close it up. I like to reach a little bit here sometimes too, and then come open again. Nice, good work. Let's close it up. One more. Awesome. Now we go into the rainbow sweep. We're keeping these legs locked down. We're going to sweep this arm up overhead. This shoulder for me, it's not as mobile as the other side. Or this range of motion. Okay, so I'm just going to stop. Again, you're stopping when your fingertips want to leave the ground. Okay, I feel like I already got a little more range of motion in there just from those 3. From there, the rainbow sweep, we're going to go into that bretzel 2 with your bottom leg extending down. Top leg is up, grabbing that back foot. And from here, this top arm, holding that knee down, opening these chest and shoulders up with a light stretch in the quad and the hip, just keeping that hip fully extended and pulled back. Again, it's not a major focus in that leg, that quad. Just breathe and relax into these. Excellent. Let's bring that back knee, that bottom knee up, that top knee down, pushing up into this Retzel 2. Okay, so knee is up, shoulders I'm trying to square up. This is not as good of a range of motion and mobility as I have on this side, but taking that high leg hip, that arm, and reaching down and through as I drop into almost like a little push-up out of that bottom arm. I'm going to reach down and kind of look and follow that arm through. Good deep breath. Press up and out of it, rotate towards the ceiling. Come back down. Good, awesome work. And let's get one more of those. Oh, sometimes it's hard to remember to breathe. Make sure we're doing that. Let's sweep that leg underneath, both legs under. Let's go into one more round of this prone press up, scoot your hands a little forward. And just opening up that chest and those shoulders. Getting some good back extension through that thoracic spine. And let's get one more. Awesome work. Well done. That was once through your thoracic opener sequence. Okay. If you have time, get through that again, hit replay, go back to it, and follow through again. As you get to remember these, you'll be able to flow through them on your own. You won't even need me anymore. That'll be awesome. Again, take your time, find out what specific ones you need a little more of, and get more of them and be better. We'll see you next time.